Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chase, and today I'm going to show you 5 different tricks in Clash of Clans that can make you a better attacker. Keep in mind the footage shown will be from Town Hall 13, but some of the tricks can be used at other Town Hall levels as well. So let's get started with one of my personal favorites at number 1, balloon funneling. Balloons are actually great for funneling, even though they only target defenses. The splash damage from the bombs dropped out of the balloon can actually destroy buildings that are touching the defense that was targeted. In order for it to work, the balloons need to be sent over the building you want to destroy, like the video shows, and they'll destroy any trash buildings along with the defense, besides storages because those have too much health. You will need 3 balloons for archer towers and cannons, and then 2 balloons for mortars and hidden Teslas. Other defenses are usually inside the walls, so those will be too far to reach. This is a great trick for creating a deeper funnel for a queen charge for a small cost in troop space. I always bring at least 4 balloons in my army for legends, as they really come in handy. Next up, and sticking with the balloon theme, is using balloons to test for air traps. Balloons are also great for testing the area for seeking air mines to protect healers in a queen charge, or blimps to make sure they get the value they were intended for. A trick I like to use is sending out a test or Cocaloon while I'm raging up my queen and healers, which allows for the loon to push further into the base. Due to the speed increase of the rage, the loon will outspeed seeking air mines, and if you're lucky, you may pull multiple in one shot. Just don't wait too long to send out the Cocaloons, as you don't want to lose all your healers. I like to use 1 before dropping the healers, and then 1 more as my queen moves into the base. Another benefit this gives you is that you can use the loon to lure the clan castle on the right base. This is really good because a lot of clan castles run hound headhunters, or headhunters and super minions. What the Cocaloon will do is it will split the clan castle, since headhunters target air and hounds don't, making it easier for your queen to take everything down while holding the poison for the hound. The loons will also distract the initial super minion shots to take a lot of damage off of your queen charge, and it might save her ability. This is the best way to deal with these new meta clan castles, and it will be important to practice. Tip number 3 is the Royal Champion skip trick, which is a ton of fun to use. To utilize this trick, you'll need a good understanding of the RC ability, which does 1,860 damage to 4 different targets, meaning it one-shots archer towers, hidden Teslas, mortars, and sweepers. Now, using the damage dealing spells and predicting which buildings the shield will target can allow you to carve out chunks of a base and clear some powerful defenses as a bonus. The RC and her Seeking Shield target defenses only, and the shield will bounce off the nearest defense to the Royal Champion for the first shot, and then ricochet to the closest defense to the one that it just hit for the next 3. If you look at this example here, I have to wait for the RC to clear the Tesla and the Archer Tower, and then I'll pop her ability on the Wizard Tower. The shield then hits the Wizard Tower, and then it bounces to the Inferno, which is the next closest defense to the Wizard Tower. If Teslas pop up in front of your RC, her ability will target those first, which could throw off your plan. If you fear a Tesla farm might be around the area, bring a tank like a giant or an ice golem, and that'll tank for your RC, like so. The chart here shows how many lightning and earthquake spells you need for your RC ability to take out each defense in 1 hit. The main ones to remember are Inferno Towers, Wizard Towers, Scatters, and Expos for the most value. This trick can be used in combination with any attack strategy that needs a solid multi-layer funnel or appreciates a high damage defense being destroyed. Tip number 4 is knowing where your king is going. I always use this one for funneling because it is very simple and can be implemented into any attack. Trash buildings usually follow a similar style because the builder wants to diminish E-drag chain value. It looks something like this. Depending on the tile your king is placed, you will always follow a certain path, barring any Teslas popping up. Say if you want your king to go to the right, on this example, you have to place him on this tile of the elixir collector. When he destroys that, he'll go over to the Spell Factory, staying on the right side of it, and then down to the Mortar, and then he moves over to the Dark Elixir Drill and keeps going right. And if you want him to go left, just reverse the previous example. I use this for funneling all the time, especially in Suilalo when I want the king to go into the base, and for Hybrid when I want him to stay on the outside. Finally, tip number 5 is breaking open compartments with gaps using Super Wall Breakers. At max level, Super Wall Breakers have 450 HP, meaning they can take hits from many defenses, but scatter shots and enemy heroes will one-shot them. With this in mind, I like to send out Super Wall Breakers near those defenses if they are a layer behind the wall I want to break open. That way the Super Wall Breaker will get targeted and die right at the first layer and open up the gap in the wall. I will also send them out in front of weaker defenses without a tank, letting it explode as it gets near an opening. The Super Wall Breaker can tank multiple hits from archer towers and cannons, and its speed allows it to reach the gap that you want to open before it dies. For this to work, there needs to be a closed compartment behind the open one, so that way the Super Wall Breaker targets that inner wall, rolls on through the open gap, and explodes as he makes his way through. Make sure there are no closed compartments on either side of the place you want to break, because the wall breaker will target those first. This is another trick that takes a lot of time to practice and get the feel for how much damage the Super Wall Breaker can take and how to time it so that he explodes right where you want him to. Definitely hop into some friendly challenges to test it out. And that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and maybe learned something new. Stay tuned for more guides in the future. Now go wreck some bases.